So now we're going to take a quick look at Arthas in-game in Heroes of the Storm, the Alpha client, and what he does. So Arthas, of course, does have Frostborn, the famous sword of the Warcraft franchise. He's the Lich King in here, so it's after he's picked up Frostborn. His backstory, he was, of course, once the Crown Prince of Lordaeron, and the protege under Uther the Lightbringer. Prince Arthas was corrupted by the cursed blade Frostmourne in a desperate bid to save his people. Now he rules over the damned as the Lich King, and all shall know his wrath. His model, let's take a quick little peek at this. So, looking pretty damn awesome. That shoulder pad looks immense. So does the skulls all over, the glowing eyes. Starting abilities: Frost Strike, slows and damages an enemy. Howling Blast, roots and damages all enemies in an area, so a stun. Well, not a stun, a root. Frozen Tempest, damages nearby enemies and drains mana while active. So that's got no cooldown, it can be turned on and off. Sounds pretty cool. His combat trait is Dark Servitude. When nearby enemy heroes are killed, their spirits fight for Arthas. That seems incredibly strong. Heroic abilities: Army of the Dead, summon ghouls that can be sacrificed to heal Arthas. Or Summon Singrosa. Summon Singrosa to slow and damage enemies. Freeze minions and structures. So again, pretty strong. Appearance, we've got normal Arthas with his different skin variations, change a bit of colouring there. Death Knight Arthas. So this is before he became the Lich King. Some nice colouring there too. And we've also got Prince Arthas. So this is before he was corrupted at all. We can see that very different skin to the other two. The other two are just basically with and without helmet. The final one, complete change, with some really cool skin variations as well. Digging the red one. I think that's probably my favourite skin so far for Arthas. Talents. Again, level 1, Path of the Warrior. So additional 25 health for every level gained. Frost Presence reduces the cooldown of Howling Blast by 2 seconds. Level 4 reduces damage taken from non-heroic abilities by 50%. Eternal Hunger reduces the cooldown of Frostmourne's Hunger by 10%. Level 7 Rune Trap, every 5th basic attack heals Arthas for 10% of his max health. And Block, we've seen Block of course on Stitches already, reduces 50% of damage, stores 2 charge periodically. Level 10, his ultimate, pick which one, Army of the Dead or the Summon Sindragosa. Spell Shield or Relentlessness, so reducing stuns or reducing spell damage. Level 16, Biting Cold, increases damage of and cost of Frozen Tempest by 50%, or Remorseless Winter, damages the damage of it slows movement and attack speed by 5% for 1.5 seconds. Stacking up to 5 times, that seems pretty huge. And then of course, at level 20, upon dying, instant respawn, or 5-second respawn. And Fury of the Storm, basic attacks bound twice to nearby enemies for 50% damage. That seems pretty hardcore. So back to the about, let's get into the Try Me map and take a look at Arthas and what he is like.
Choose a talent.
Okay, so I reckon we'll go with Army of the Dead first. Arthas looks pretty good on a horse. Suits him well. Still, these horses just seem a little too small for the champions. Maybe something that'll be addressed in the future. So first things first, let's look at all of his abilities individually. Frost Strike deals damage. Okay, that's targeted. I can't show you that yet. Howling Blast slows. That is a really nice effect. Digging that. Frozen Tempest deals damage around Arthas, draining mana all while active. Also looks really sweet. His heroic ability, auto attacks deal an additional 20% damage and grants Arthas 15 mana. That seems cool. Army of the Dead summons ghouls for 15 seconds. Let's take a look at that. So let's summon up some ghouls. I don't quite know how I sacrifice them. Okay, wait. Sacrifice a ghoul and heals Arthas for 450 health. Insanely strong. Okay, so because I'm at full health, I can't actually sacrifice any. That's pretty awesome. So let's clear the cooldowns and switch some minions on, I reckon, and see how this goes. Gonna start off with my Frost Strike. Deals a decent chunk of damage. As you can see, that also slows the target. Let's go for a little bit of a Howling Blast on myself. Activate up my Frozen Tempest too. You can see this is slowly dealing some nice damage and get a nice hit down on some of these minions. Turn off Howling Blast so I don't drain too much mana. And finally, let's just go with some ghouls. Let's see how we can get all this going. Go for a Howling Blast to stun. Frost Strike, activate my Frozen Tempest just to try and get some more damage through. I can as well tank up really nicely a lot of damage here, because I can, of course, sacrifice one of my ghouls in order to get a bit more health. It's always important. Looks like Arthas is getting a little bit brave here, coming back through. Not quite sure how well it's going to work out for him. We'll get the kill there. Toggling off minions, going to reset my heroic ability and take a look at summoning Sindragosa. So, coming back in. Toggle minions back on. This is the only change, is just my heroic ability. This casts in a big wave. So what does this do? Deals 250 damage and slows enemy heroes or freezes minions in place for 10 seconds. Structures for 20. So summon this up. That looks super awesome. So I can get some bitter cold now. Of course, there's the freezing going on, which is always awesome. I'm gonna kill myself again. Well, not myself, but alter me. Go for a nice little Halloween Blast. Just to... Oh, actually, so that takes time to cast. So I missed that there, because I didn't realise it took a little while to cast. I'll reset the cooldowns. Halloween Blast can come back through. And I can go for a nice little hit there. I should be able to kill Arthas. And now let's see what my ultimate does up against turrets. So rather than casting it straight, where I think I can... Okay, so if I cast straight down the middle, I can actually hit both of these turrets, which is really important. Freezes them for 20 seconds against structures, which means that I can just happily work these down. But there we go. Everything looks pretty cool with Arthas there. Let's take a quick peek at his model. Of course, Frostmourne, the key weapon. Probably one of the most iconic weapons in all of Blizzard's franchises. Looks super sweet there. Arthas's cloak looks nice. Nice shoulder pads. Everything looks really sweet. So that was a quick look at Arthas. Hope you all enjoyed. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to subscribe and check out the rest of the videos in the playlist.